Konnichiwa, my friends, and welcome to a very special video. I've dreamed of coming to this island since I was just a little kid, and it has not disappointed. Look at this behind me here. It's amazing. This could be Bali, the Maldives, or even Thailand, but it's not. We are still in Japan, and it is blowing my mind. I know that when I normally think of Japan, I'm thinking about temples, sushi, and bullet trains. But what if I told you it also had turquoise waters, coral reefs, and a culture that's closer to the South Pacific than anything you will find in this country? Right now we are in Okinawa, and today we are going to be exploring the best things to do, fun activities, food, and culture. So let's get into it because I am too excited to just stand here anymore. And I partnered with Safety Wing to make this video, my go-to travel and everyday health insurance, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. But first, we're on a tropical island. We need to start at the beach. Right now, we are on Maribu, which is on the east coast of the island, about an hour from Naha, where we are going to be based for the majority of the video. And this place is gorgeous. Look at that water out there. So blue, so clear. Down at the end, they have these beautiful limestone formations, places where you can rent chairs and umbrellas, grab some food, and even do water sports. Now, my favorite thing, though, was going out on the glass bottom boat tour, where for 1,800 yen, we got to go out and explore the reef, check out the fish and the coral, and we even got lucky enough to see a turtle, which was totally awesome. And as much as I would love to just lay on this beach all day, there's so much more of this amazing island that I want to show you. So right now we are going to go and head over to the bus, head back over to Naha, and keep this adventure going. Welcome to Naha, the gateway to Okinawa, and where I recommend basing yourself if you're only here for 3 or 4 days, like most of the travelers that I have been meeting. This is the transportation hub to the island, which makes it super easy to get around, and where you will be landing when you get here. You can see the airport right there behind me. This place is so cool, and there are a lot of fun activities to do, which I'll be sharing with you, as well as some itineraries that you can do so you can really get the most out of the island. Right now we are on Senaga Island, which is just a 15-minute ride from the airport, and it is so beautiful here. I mean, look at this here behind me, that blue water, amazing. They have an observation deck that you can go up to and get some beautiful views of the ocean. Then you can head down the steps to a small beach that they have. And when you come down to the beach, they have a child blessing rock, and there's 2 holes right up here. And the locals believe that if you throw a rock into the top one, you get a boy, and into the bottom one, you get a girl. So I'm just gonna take mine and... They also have a nice little walkway right along the water where you can sit on benches and watch the planes coming in and going out. I even got to see fighter jets taking off, which was super cool. They also have an onsen hotel here where for 2,000 yen you can go in and use their facilities and sit in the steaming water with a view of this ocean behind me here. And it's home to the Umikaji terraces, which is like a little slice of Santorini right here in Okinawa. You can wander through its quaint little streets and check out the artwork, and there are a ton of restaurants and bars. And they have a very unique cafe here called the Ice Terrace, where it's minus 10 degrees. I get a little winter coat, and I got to have a nice iced coffee in this amazing temperature. I don't think I can ever go back to having iced coffee in room temperature. They ruined me. Now, my next few recommendations are conveniently located right next to each other. So from downtown, you can hop on the monorail. Yes, they have a monorail here. It feels like Disney World sometimes. And then head over to the Shuri Castle, which was the original palace of the Ryukyu kingdom, which we'll be talking about in just a little bit. They have some beautiful grounds with these gates that are awesome for taking photos in front of. You can explore the outer walls, and inside they have some of the best views of the city. Unfortunately, the palace burned down recently, but they've almost completely reconstructed it. So hopefully when you come here, it will be ready. Then just around the corner is the Daruma Temple, where you can explore some of Japan's cutest little dolls. They symbolize good luck, prosperity, and goal setting. Of course, we're in Japan. And they also have some beautiful torii gates that you can walk through, as well as some little shrines and a gorgeous golden Buddha. Just around the corner from the temple, you can find the Zuisen Distillery, which is one of the oldest makers of awamori, the traditional rice liquor here in Okinawa. You can do a free tour of the facilities and learn about how it's made, and then do a free tasting where we tried 7 different of these delicious beverages. I definitely recommend it, and you know I love free. And if you're looking to experience some traditional Okinawan culture firsthand, then take a 1-hour bus ride over to Okinawa World, which is a cultural theme park that they have this reconstructed traditional village in, where you can do some fun activities like pearling oysters to make jewelry, leatherworking, glass blowing, and check out some of their traditional instruments like the shansen, which is sort of like a mix between a ukulele and a shamisen. It's very cool. They also do live performances 3 times a day that include a snake show and traditional dancing with music, but unfortunately they don't allow photos or videos during their performance, so I can't show it to you, but trust me, you want to check it out. And I think that the highlight of the whole thing was exploring their underground cave system. It takes about 45 minutes to walk from end to end, and it's lit up really well, so you can get some great photos and videos. It's definitely one of those experiences here in Okinawa that you'll never forget. And they have a nice little beach in town called Naminoue, which is definitely worth checking out. It's not the prettiest beach here in Okinawa, but it is super convenient and only about a 20-minute walk from downtown. They have lifeguards, a swimming area, you can do some fun water sports, and right next to it, there's even a shrine that is definitely worth checking out. Another cool spot to check out in town is Yachiman-dori, which is this old cobblestone street that has been the heart of Okinawan pottery for over 300 years. The street is lined with lots of unique shops where you can pick up some amazing souvenirs to bring home with you. And it's also a great place to come and spot some shisa, the lion dog guardians of Okinawa that you will see all over the island on rooftops and in front of doorways. They always come in pairs of 2, one with the mouth open and one with the mouth closed. The one with the mouth open scares away the evil spirits, and the one with the mouth closed keeps in the good fortune. And the best part is you can go and pick up some unique ones to bring home with you. Pretty fun stuff, right? I mean, Naha has so much to offer and way more than you could do in just the little amount of time that you have to explore here. So right now we are heading over to Kokusai Street, which is like the heartbeat of Naha and where you'll probably be spending most of your days/nights when you're done with your activities, because it's where the food, entertainment, and shopping is. It's really cool. But along the way, I wanted to answer a question that I've been getting frequently in the comments and from fellow travelers, and that is who I use for my insurance while I'm out in the world. And the answer is simple, it's Safety Wing. I've been using them for almost 10 years and they have never let me down. And what I'm super excited about is their new Safety Wing Nomad Insurance Complete Plan, which is a comprehensive plan that covers you both at home and abroad. And what's really great about it is that you're not restricted to any network, so you can visit any doctor, clinic, or hospital, whether it's private or not. It's good in over 175 countries, and not just for emergencies. So you can do things like visit the physio, talk to a nutritionist, get mental health support, and so much more. It was designed as a better suited alternative to plans from Cigna and Allianz, and because the company was built by world travelers and digital nomads, they know exactly what you need, and the plans include things like coverage for trip interruption, stolen items, as well as lost passports. I know that I am super excited to be upgrading to this plan at the end of the month, so I will include a link in the description, pinned comment, and a little QR code right down here for those of you watching on your TVs so that you can check it out for yourself and join me and the other 400,000 people worldwide using Safety Wing to stay happy and healthy on the road. Now let's continue over to that street because I don't know about you, but I am getting hungry. And along the way, I'm gonna share some itineraries for your second, third, and maybe even fourth day here. Now, Okinawa is probably much bigger than you think it is. It's absolutely massive, and there is so much to explore. So when you're done in Naha, I recommend striking out to experience some of its amazing beauty. But unlike here, where it's super easy to get around with the monorail, buses, and taxis, it can be a bit more difficult as you get farther away. So I recommend getting a car if it's in your budget. But if it's not in your budget, like it wasn't in mine, there's another great option, which is to take a bus tour, which will take you out to some of the highlights that the island has to offer. And the best part is you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the beauty of Okinawa. It was 2.5 hours to our first stop on the southern part of northern Okinawa at the Churaumi Aquarium, which is one of the top 10 aquariums in the world. When you head inside, there are so many exhibitions and tanks to explore. They had a really cool shark tank, minus Mark Cuban. And the best part was the massive viewing tank right in the middle that had manta rays, schools of fish, and a huge whale shark that was just peacefully swimming around. They also had some cool rooms with glass all around you, so it's like you're sitting in the tank. And they had a little restaurant that you can get some coffee and snacks in and just watch all the marine life swim by. Outside, you can go and explore the manatee tank, as well as see some happy sea turtles swimming around. And if you walk down to the bottom of the aquarium, you will come to the famous Emerald Beach, which was stunning. The sand was white, the water was blue, they had lifeguards and shaded places to sit in. And right when you're done, you can go and hop on the little local tram that'll take you back up to the bus. After the aquarium, we made a quick stop by Kouri Island, which is one of the most iconic places here in Okinawa. To get here, you have to go over a 2-kilometer bridge, and the entire way was just stunning. There's also another name for this island, which is the Love Island. And in Okinawa mythology, they believe that at the birth of mankind, there were 2 lovers that lived in a sea cave here, sort of like Adam and Eve. There's also a beach that has 2 heart-shaped rocks on it that adds to this romantic legend. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to go and explore this today, but if you drove yourself, then you can definitely go around and check out the amazing beaches here, and then leave me a comment down below and let me know how they are. Now let's hop back on the bus and continue with this adventure. Our next stop is a quick one at the Hakashi Moten, which is one of the most famous places for sweets here in Okinawa. Their most famous thing is the beniimo tarts, which are made from the purple sweet potatoes that are famous here, and it comes on top of this delicious little cake. So we're going to be trying them when we get back to town. Our guide told us that you shouldn't really do any shopping here because the same shop is right on the main street in town, which we're going to be going to visit later. So you can just relax for a little bit, and they even have this beautiful view right out the back of the ocean that is just stunning. Our next stop is Cape Manzamo, which has these limestone cliffs with the ocean and the clouds as a perfect backdrop. And the most famous thing here is the Elephant Head Rock, which looks like an elephant dipping his trunk into the ocean. It is so beautiful and the perfect place to snap a photo. And our last stop on the bus tour today is the American Village, which is like a little slice of the good old USA right here in Okinawa. This used to be part of a US military base, but it was reclaimed and converted into this seaside entertainment area. They also have a great little boardwalk here where you can come down and watch the sunset. It's really beautiful, and this is one of the best times to be here. I mean, check that out right there. There's so much going on right now. People are eating. The sky is all these amazing colors, and the palm trees are just fluttering in the wind with that Okinawa USA feeling in them. And I feel like the bus tour was great if you want to get a quick glimpse of things. And besides going to that aquarium this morning where we had 2.5 hours, all the other stops have been between 20 and 30 minutes. This one we get an hour, but it was a 15-minute walk over here. So it's kind of like a great way to get a little taste, and if that's all you're looking for, then this is the perfect option for you. Otherwise, I do recommend getting a car so that you can do it at your own pace and really enjoy everything as long as you want to. All right, back to you, Adam. Thanks, Adam. I love that guy. And like I said, the bus tour was good. A little bit rushed, but it's probably the best way that you can go out and really explore as much as we got to see. And I'm not normally a bus tour guy, but I thought this one was pretty good. And now that you've explored the island by bus, I recommend for your third and or fourth days that you explore by boat. And Okinawa has 160 islands, and you can explore a lot of them. If you want to do a tour on your own, you can head down to the port right in town and hop on a ferry that will take you out. Or you can do what I did and do an organized tour where you can go snorkeling and or diving. I went out to the Kerama Islands, which are one of the most popular island chains to go and visit here, and it was stunning out there. I got to spend the entire day on the boat, and the diving was amazing. The water was so clear, the reef was absolutely massive. There were tons of little fish, and some highlights included seeing a lionfish, spotted moray, a bunch of different anemone fish, as well as a pygmy seahorse. And I think that that's one of the things about Okinawa. It's this natural beauty that makes it so special. So try to squeeze in as much of it as you can while you're here. And right now we are actually almost over at Kokusai Street, but I was walking through this park and completely accidentally came across this massive stone structure here behind me, which is actually part of the castle walls. It was a fortification. So I thought maybe I would just give you a quick little history of Okinawa and why it's so different than the other parts of Japan. So until about 200 years ago, Okinawa was its own kingdom. It has its own music, instruments, food, and king. It was called the Ryukyu Kingdom. And what makes it so unique compared to the rest of Japan is that it's actually closer to Taiwan than it is to Tokyo. And its warm tropical waters allowed it to have trading routes with places like China, Busan, Korea, Vietnam, and a lot of Southeast Asia all the way down to Bali. This really is such a special place, and if you really want to learn some more about it, you can head over to the Okinawa Prefecture Museum, which is right in town. They have some really impressive exhibitions, and it basically takes you from the beginning right up to present day, so you can learn all about the history, the religion, how Okinawans became Okinawans, and it's just a really nice place to go and learn a little bit about this amazing place. So I highly recommend it because understanding the history of a place just makes it that much more special. And I think now it's time for us to head over to Kokusai and try some of the food and experience some of the fun mishmash that Okinawa has become, because Kokusai Street is definitely a place to experience it firsthand. I will see you over there. Welcome to Kokusai-Dori. This is the heart of the city, and it's so much fun down here. There's literally something going on all the time. And right now it's during the day, so it's a little less crazy, but when it turns into night, this place lights up with neon lights and so much action going on. It's lined with restaurants, bars, some really cool and weird souvenir shops, and you can pick up pretty much anything that you are looking for. There's also like a cool vibe that's happening here. You know, the music you're hearing as you're walking by places is a mix of traditional Japanese, Okinawan. There's also a lot of 50s, doo-wop, some Elvis, rap, R&B. You can also grab some really delicious little treats along here. There's so many sweet shops and restaurants, and they really love live music here, which I love. I've seen a few at different restaurants. Now this place behind me here is actually the exact same one that we saw on the bus tour, which is why the guide said you didn't need to buy it there, you could just get it in town. And I'm so excited to try out these purple sweet potato treats because they are supposed to be delicious. And if you didn't know, Okinawa is actually a blue zone, which means it has more people over the age of 100 than anywhere else in the world. And one of the things they say contribute to that is eating these purple sweet potatoes. So let's head inside and see if it works. All right, let's see what they got. Ooh, they sell some beniimo tart bags. I love that, in case you want to bring it home with you. Ooh, and it comes with the treats inside already. Here's what we are looking for. And they even have a little viewing room where you can see them making the beniimo fresh. I love this, it's so cool and so Japanese. All right, we looked around enough. Now let's go and get some to taste for ourselves. I love that they have a little tasting counter here and the beniimo theme guy right next to me that I did a little dance with. All right, let's start with the beniimo traditional. Ooh, it's so pretty. Look at that beautiful little design. You can feel how soft the cake is. Let's try it out. Mmm. That's so good. It's not too sweet. And you can really taste the sweet potato, but it's actually just right, especially with the cake underneath it. I like that. Next, we're going to try the ice cream tart beniimo. Oh my. No, that one is magical. It really tastes like potato. But the cream that's underneath it just makes it so much sweeter. It's almost like a cheesecake. Wow, that is delicious. Definitely my #1 pick so far. And then we're gonna try the cream puff, which I am so excited for. It's so soft, so tender. Love me tender, beniimo puff. Ooh. Wow, that is so good. But I think I still prefer #2, the beniimo ice cream one. And last but not least, I'm gonna wash it down with this famous pineapple drink from Okinawa. That will blow your mind. It's like drinking a pineapple. Oh, wow. One of the best pineapples I've ever had right here. All right, let's head back out on the road and explore some more. And about halfway down the street, you'll come to this little split off called Ichiba Hondori, which is like a famous shopping street here with a ton of restaurants, souvenir shops, and just fun things to check out that we're gonna go and do right now. It's definitely a very cool little spot. They have Spam bags that fold up into little tiny Spam bags. You can also pick up some fun little characters and some Spam Okinawa shirts. Now, you see Spam everywhere here, and it's actually a huge part of the food culture, which kind of cracks me up. I guess that back during World War II, there was a huge shortage of meat, and because of the huge US military presence here, which makes up 11% of the island, they had a big surplus of Spam. So the Okinawan people adopted it into their everyday food, and you can find it in so many of their dishes. They do one with a bitter gourd that also has some tofu and egg in it. And you just see stickers, bags, all kinds of different Spam products all over. Even at the 7-Eleven, you can pick up Spam onigiri, which is that rice with Spam and egg inside. It cracks me up. There's like 7 different kinds, as well as cans of real Spam and faux Spam, which I don't know why you'd ever want faux Spam, but hey, it's here if you want it. And they also have some fun little shops on here that are really unique and kind of like that mishmash of America and Japan together. You can also pick up some flowery t-shirts. If you head more down towards the end, you'll find some izakayas where you can enjoy some food out on the street at night, which is so delicious and a great place to meet some more friendly Japanese people. You know what? They have a little one of those onigiri Spam shops right here. So let's go grab one. All right, oh wow, it's huge. Okay, so you're looking at an onigiri right here. It is seaweed on top, rice, Spam, a little egg and spinach with another layer of Spam and some more rice in the bottom. It's a perfect little, it's a perfect little sandwich. Let's try it out. Wow. That is so good. I mean, I know it's Spam, but they did it perfectly, I guess, if that's possible for Spam. But man, I love how they have incorporated this into their food. It's what they had, so they made the best of it. And I think that that's one of those beautiful things about Japanese people in general is they take what they have and they make the best of it and they make it better than it was before. And that's just amazing. Next bite's for you. And about halfway up the road, you will come to the Makishi public market, which is definitely a stop that you're gonna wanna make. Inside, they have the freshest seafood and delicious looking meats where for 550 yen, they will take it upstairs to the restaurants and prepare it for you on the spot so you can enjoy it right here. And just off of the road, you can find this monument behind me here, which I'll get back to in a second. Now, one of the best ways to experience a culture is through its celebrations and festivals. And here in Okinawa, they happen year-round. But right now is October, and there is a very special one happening this weekend. Which brings me back to this monstrosity behind me here. Have you thought about it? Have you made any guesses? This is the largest tug-of-war rope in the world. This weekend is the Great Naha Tug-of-War Festival, and they take a 40-ton rope, and 275,000 people show up to pull it up and down the highway. It's supposed to be absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to do it. So right now I'm gonna put together a little montage of these celebrations for you so you can enjoy them back at home, and then I will meet you down on the beach for a beautiful sunset. Enjoy. And I even got some commemorative rope from the actual giant tug-of-war rope to bring home with me. I'll share this one with you guys. Man, what a gorgeous sunset that was. And I mean, Okinawa, it blows me away every day. Every day I'm like, what? This is Japan? And it is Japan. It's just a very special part of Japan, and we barely got to scratch the surface of the things that you can do here. You could spend probably a lifetime and not do all of it or experience all of the amazing culture and food and just beautiful beaches and places to visit. So unfortunately, I couldn't squeeze everything into one video, but I hope you enjoyed what I did get to show you. And yeah, I'm definitely coming back here. I'm definitely going to be doing more, and there's so many islands to explore too. Next week I'm going to be going to Ishigake, which is like the island paradise of this island paradise. I'm not sure how that works, but you know what? We're going to find out together. And yeah, as the sun sets on the day, I think it's probably a good time for the sun to set on our video. So thank you again for being here with me. Make sure to check out that Safety Wing Complete plan because it's a game changer, and I'm so excited about using it as I move forward in my travels. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to bling 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 the Okinawa. Arigato gozaimasu, my friends, and sayonara. I'll see you soon.